for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times. I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up. Just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Hand off right side to Pierce. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be getting rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll look to throw here. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. A big play there for KC. 57 yards. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
2nd down and goal. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This is taken at the 10. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Mahomes throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Taken down at the 42. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back during a drill on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Slot man moves right. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. To the 36-yard line, stop there. On play action, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, a nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 64 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. 2nd and 1. And his throw is incomplete.
This is a half of not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. A big play there for KC. 46 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. Defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Okay, ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Let's go now. Watch out now. Safety Fury. Heel, black.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
6, 7.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz. 26 yards.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Red, cycle.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They'll look to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. but if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Right back to him on 1st down. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Right through. One, eight. One, eight. 6, 7.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter,
they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Check right. Blue check.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now meanwhile, they go for it on...
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl.